Hey everyone, Fuzzy Barbarian here with a video on how to easily beat Zhang Liang in Wolong Fallen Dynasty. For this strat, all you need is a ring pommel saber, which is the starting weapon. It would also be handy to have the firebolt spell, as I will use it, but you don't need it, so if you don't have it, don't worry, as the strat works just the same without it. Other than that, look at the top right of your screen and make sure you have all 6 flags represented by the 2 3/3s. If you don't have them all, you should go back through the map and find the flags you missed. Okay, the strat I have for you is designed to be very simple to remember. All you have to do is press 2 light attacks, then a heavy attack, and then immediately hold left bumper to guard. So, light attack, heavy attack, guard, and wait to press the dodge button once to deflect. This approach works in both boss phases, so it's all you have to remember. So let's do it. From the start, wait for the boss to whack the ground, then run in and begin the strat. 2 light attacks and a heavy, then hold guard and wait to deflect. Deflect, then 2 lights and a heavy, then guard again. Now I stuffed up just there because I missed the 2 light attacks at the start, which would have staggered them, but that's good because I want to show you can mess up and it's still okay. So guard, deflect, 2 lights and a heavy, and guard again, and so on. By now you can see the offense part of this is really simple. You'll be doing it on autopilot in no time. It won't take you long before the only thing you need to concentrate on is timing the press of your dodge button to get the deflect right. If up until now your ability to deflect hasn't been great, don't worry. It really gets so much easier when that's pretty much all you need to think about. And all you do need to think about is pressing the dodge deflect button at the last minute of the attack. It helps to practice and get a feel for the boss's attacks, sure, but you don't need to memorize them. So long as you press deflect at the last minute before the attack hits, you'll either deflect it properly, or at worst, you'll block it with your guard. We're going to do the same in phase 2, and just make sure to heal up at the start if you need to. Wait for the boss's first swipe, then sprint in and double jump the second, then 2 hits and a heavy, guard, and then start to back off. Be sure to pull back on the stick when you're deflecting here because that will move you further out of harm's way. Again though, it's just the same strat against different moves. On the red grab move, press deflect as they throw it out. See the glow on the fist there? That's the game telling you the exact time to press deflect. Give or take a little wiggle room around it. There are flashes on all enemy moves like that and you really just have to look for them. Just remember though, you don't have to be exactly precise. The game does give a window around the timing of that glow or that flash. On most attacks, it's just before the attack hits. On other heavy hitting critical strikes like this one, it's usually after they've wound up and just as they shoot it out or swing it out at you. To get it right every time, think about pressing dodge, your deflect button, a microsecond too early rather than a microsecond too late. A fatal strike will always knock the boss down, then you can back off, and if you have firebolts you can throw all of them at them. Then back away to get out of range of his big swipes which are coming. Time your deflect with his long range attacks as well. Every single one of them can be deflected. For the boss's long range attacks, you should press forward on the stick when you deflect, as that will move you into range so that you can get your attacks off. If you're thinking this is the hardest phase, it really isn't. The good news is once his health gets below half, the spirit summon icon on the bottom right of the screen will be about ready to flash. Just look for it. As soon as it flashes, it's game over for the boss if you press it. It's your attacks that build it up though, so you can't just wait for it, you have to keep attacking, so just keep doing the strat until you've built it up enough that you can activate it. Okay, you can see it's fully lit and flashing now on the bottom right there. The game also tells you this with the message on the left of the screen telling you to summon the Divine Beast. On PlayStation that's triangle and O together. I'm not going to press it now as that will end the boss completely, because as soon as you press it, the boss fight is basically over. For the sake of helping out, I'm going to fight the boss again, so I'll let myself die here. The boss can do their moves in any order, so I think it'll be good just to see another fight where we see the strat working regardless of what order the boss does their moves in. So again, wait for the boss to thump the ground, then run in and start with the strategy of 2 lights, a heavy, and guarding, waiting to deflect. That red attack right there is why the strategy is the best. In both phases, the boss can do a red attack midway through any combo, and they cannot be staggered when they do. By only methodically pressing 3 attack buttons, it's much easier to interrupt your own attacks with a quick press of the dodge button to deflect instead, if you need to. And you likely will need to. Another reason why this is a great way to do it is because this boss fight is designed to teach you how to deflect. By playing this way, you really get to practice how to deflect in a controlled manner. After a few attempts, it becomes so much easier than you think it could have been, to the point that if the boss doesn't do any crazy stuff, you could accidentally do it no damage without even trying, kind of like I'm doing here. You don't have to be a parry god, that's for sure. I mean, it's not even really parrying, it's pressing dodge at the right time to get a dodge with a deflect counter. Think of it as pressing dodge rather than as parrying, and everything will fall into place really quickly for you. Just remember to heal up at the start of phase 2 if you need to, and get ready to run in after the first swipe, and then double jump the second swipe, and then start attacking. Always press heavy after you deflect a red critical attack, as the heavy attack does the most spirit damage. Used a martial art there because why not? Back off and throw some firebolts if you have them. Avoid the big swipes. I missed that deflect, but it's okay. I had guard up, so that's fine. Double lights. And guard. Deflect. Okay, the Divine Beast summon gauge is almost full. More firebolts, because why not? So there I missed a bunch of deflects, but it doesn't matter so long as you're guarding and backing off. Summon gauge is now lit up, so it's time to activate it and end the fight. And that's it, a methodical but great method to practice and learn how to beat this boss. Once you get it, you'll never lose to him again, that's for sure. Well, I hope this helps you out. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next vid.